And therefore, it is said that the spiritual master is a representative of Balaram. Why? Because the spiritual master comes to this material world. Spiritual masters like Srila Prabhupada, they come to this material world to deliver the conditioned souls, to spread the message of Krishna, to spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. Actually, these are all the secondary functions of a spiritual master. The primary, the most important function for which the spiritual master descends is what? Is to teach the attitude of service to Krishna, to the rebellious conditioned souls. And that attitude of service is coming from where? Is coming from Balaram. So, that Balaram's attitude of service is taken by the spiritual master and delivered to the conditioned souls. We can all see this, how the unique stature of Srila Prabhupada, the unique contribution of Srila Prabhupada in our life, the unique impact that Prabhupada had in our life was what? Actually, we all, as far as Indians are concerned, forget about Prabhupada's influence on the Westerners. As far as we all Indians are concerned, we all had respect for Krishna. We all would go to Krishna's various temples, whether it is Parsarthi temple or Guruvayur or Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple. We would all go there, and Tirupati, Venkatachalapati, we would all go there and pray, and we would offer our obeisances. We had a lot of respect and reverence for Krishna. Not that we do not have. And we have also heard about Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan from our grandmothers, from our mothers and all that. These are not new things for us. Although we were exposed to Krishna and his pastimes and his instructions, until and unless we came in touch with Prabhupada, we did not have the service attitude that we have to serve Krishna. Where did that service attitude come from? It came from Prabhupada. Prabhupada came to teach us that service attitude to Krishna. And therefore, he is the representative of Balaram. And therefore, Balaram is the Adi Guru. He is the original spiritual master, and all spiritual masters are representatives of Balaram. So therefore, we have to understand that this, anyone who gets that service attitude to Krishna, he is not ordinary. He has been blessed by Balaram. Without the blessings of Balaram, it is not possible to achieve that service attitude towards Krishna. And so today, being Balaram Purnima, we should all pray to Balaram to, that he may bestow his blessings upon us by giving us this service attitude. And please understand, this service attitude is not ordinary. It is not at all ordinary. Why? Because in the different stages of bhakti, we have to understand that the essence of bhakti is actually, the goal of bhakti actually is to give pleasure to Krishna. And Krishna experiences pleasure because of his Hladini Shakti, because of his pleasure potency. And the essence of that pleasure potency, essence of that Hladini Shakti is actually Krishna Prema. And the essence of that Krishna Prema is what? It is Bhava. So Bhava is the essence of Krishna Prema. And we are all engaged in devotional service. Why? So that we can get that Bhava. When we reach that stage of Bhava, when we chant Krishna's holy name, tears will come in our eyes. When we chant Krishna's holy name, the various pastimes of Krishna will manifest themselves in our heart. Just like we see on television the pastimes of Krishna. Like that, in our heart we will be able to constantly see the pastimes of Krishna. We will be immersed in various emotions that well up in our heart when we remember Krishna, or talk about Krishna, or chant his holy names, or remember his instructions. Anything connected with Krishna we come in touch with, it will generate inexplicable emotions within the heart. And tears will well up in our heart. These are all the symptoms of Bhava. So what is actually Bhava? What is the definition of Bhava? Definition of Prema we know. Definition of Prema means love of Krishna. Isn't it? And the other stages of Bhakti, we have Adav Shraddha. Shraddha means we know firm faith that Krishna is, by serving Krishna, everything else is served. Tata sadhu sangha, association of devotees. Anartha nivrittihi syat, the washing away of all the anarthas within the heart of kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha and matsarya. Then nishtha, we become fixed up. To become fixed up in devotional service is called nishtha. Ruchi, we develop a taste, at which stage there is no force. We love to do the various regulative principles of devotional service. So all these things are well defined. And Krishna Prema is also, we know. So what is the definition of bhava? Definition of bhava is the attitude of constant service to Krishna is called bhava. When one reaches the stage of bhava, what is that bhava? Bhava actually means a mood or a consciousness or an attitude. What is that mood? What is that consciousness? Bhava is that mood of constant, uninterrupted service to Krishna. When one develops that mood, I want to constantly, every second, whether I am eating, whether I am sleeping, whether I am lying down, whether I am walking, whether I am talking, whatever I am doing, I must serve Krishna. That mood, when it takes root in our heart, that is called bhava. And when that uninterrupted service attitude takes firm root in our heart, what happens? When we chant Krishna's holy name, whatever activity we do, we will remember Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's devotees, Krishna's instructions, and our heart will get filled with that ecstasy that emanates from one's relationship with Krishna. So you see that service attitude is very, very important. As we go through the different stages of bhakti, Adav Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Atho Anartha Nivritti Syat, actually what is happening is our service attitude is going on, intensifying. It is increasing. Adav Shraddha, when we begin our devotional service, what do? We chant one mala. As we go on, what happens? One mala becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16. And then what happens? We add one more hour of reading. And then what happens? Every weekend we want to come and serve Krishna in the temple. And then what happens? Gradually, not only weekend, every day we want to come to the temple. If we are not able to come to the temple, at least online nowadays we will see the Darshanarati, Mangalarati. And then we will start following Ekadashi. Every festival, Janmashtami, Balaram Purnima, there are so many festivals in the year. Every festival we want to come to the temple. What is happening? Service attitude is increasing. The component of service to Krishna is increasing in our life. And when that attitude of service of Krishna comes to the stage where not even a second we can remain without service to Krishna, that stage is called bhava. So bhava is the stage of uninterrupted, constant service to Krishna. So, and where is that service attitude coming from? It is coming from Balaram. And therefore, without the mercy of Balaram, one cannot come to the stage of bhava. And if one does not come to the stage of bhava, there is no question of Krishna Prema. So therefore, you see how Prabhupada instilled that service attitude in us. Isn't it? It is not that if you see every page of the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, whenever the word bhakti comes, Prabhupada translated that devotional service. So you see, the definition of bhakti itself, Prabhupada said it is service. So this is very, very unique. What Prabhupada has given, Prabhupada has instilled in us an attitude of service to Krishna. And so therefore, we have to cultivate that service attitude. It has to go on increasing to the point where even a moment we cannot spend without serving Krishna.